friends, welcome back to my empty nest. Come on in, let's make some dinner. Let's make some cozy dinner today on this dreary rainy day. I'm making some chicken spaghetti today, and this is a delicious, cozy, comforting meal. Only problem is I don't have spaghetti. I only have a little bit, so I'm just going to use rotini instead, and I think it's just going to be fine because it's, you know, pasta's pasta. Some taste a little bit better, but I think it'll be okay. So in my pan here, I have a quarter, oops, see if I can get you down, quarter cup of butter that has melted. And I'm going to add 1 green bell pepper and 1 onion. I'll probably just use my hands, it'll be quicker. How are you guys doing today? How's the weather by you? I mean, secretly I really like rainy days. I just like them, you know. You could do anything. You just stay indoors. You don't have to go here. I mean, you don't have to stay indoors, but for the most part I do. And I just think they're cozy. They're cozy, cozy day to stay indoors. So you gotta get a lot done for the most part. So I'm gonna let this saute here. What are you guys having for dinner tonight? Well, this is gonna cook down, and this also goes in the oven. So it's not like a one-pot meal, but it truly is worth it. And I will definitely leave the recipe in the bottom. Let me turn that up a little. So I'm gonna saute this, get some onions, and I'm gonna come over here and cut, mince some garlic. I'm just gonna mince this while that goes, and then I'll add the garlic. So just gonna do this, nothing fancy. You can add as many or as little garlic cloves as you want. Tonight I just feel like 2 is good enough. I have garlic all the time, which, I mean, I love garlic, so I'm really happy I do, but sometimes it's sticky and you don't want to chase it around the board, but today I'm just having that. Because the star of the show is the chicken and the pasta. And I'm boiling some water for the pasta, waiting for that to come up. You can use any kind of garlic. You can use the jar garlic, the garlic that comes whole from Costco, Sam's, but I like fresh garlic. I always have, and it just tastes so good, just so good. So let me turn that water up, and I'll be putting my pasta in. Now I'm going to add the garlic. I just got the wits scared out of me. I heard this loud noise out on the side, and it turned out it was a big hawk. He must have flew into a window or something. Well, that was kind of scary. I was like, what is that? I feel bad. I hope he's okay. He just flew away though, so I guess he's okay, but I always get nervous they're going to hurt themselves. I used to have birds fly into my glass door all the time. Oh. Okay, off camera I put the pasta in the water, and this is just going to go for another minute, and then I'm also shredding my chicken. I roasted a chicken the other day, so I'm shredding it. Poor thing, I'm tearing it apart. So I'm just shredding it like this. I like to do it upside down. And you could just shred it like that. So I'm doing that. Oops. And I'll be right back. Okay, now I'm going to make a roux. Let this cook out for about a minute or two. I'm looking forward to this delicious, cozy meal tonight. Perfect for this type of weather. And I just planted some broccoli and lettuce, so I'm loving the rain right now. So I don't have to water it myself. Rain does such a good job. All right, I'm gonna let that go. Okay. Whenever you can smell, I'm really not sure how to put it, but maybe pie crust, then you know that your flour is all cooked out. And I don't have homemade chicken broth tonight, so I have 1 cup of bouillon that I put in hot water. Very slowly and whisk. Don't want anything sticking or clumping. Oh, there's my bouillon in the bottom of the glass. That never works out, does it? I haven't added any salt or anything because the bouillon has salt. Bouillon and the cheese. And the chicken that I already cooked has salt. Making sure, whoopsie, need to wear an apron. Okay, also need some half and half. Put it in my let that come to a simmer and add some Italian seasoning. I guess about a teaspoon, maybe a little bit more. And some red pepper flakes. You know, anything that starts with a roux or ends with a roux or in the middle of it, you know it's going to be good. I am just going to continue to shred my chicken while this is simmering, and this is going to go for 1 to 2 minutes. I'm going to remove this from the heat, so I'm going to move you right here. I'm going to add about half a cup of Parmesan cheese. That's what one of the things I got today too was to shred all my cheese that I have. I like to do it all at once. Sometimes I get lazy and it takes me a while, but got it all done today. Yay me! Okay, that's just the Parmesan. That's my favorite. And the original recipe calls for about 2 cups of chicken shredded, but my husband doesn't like chicken, so I'm just cutting it down a little bit to a maybe about a cup or over, maybe a little over. And then this is about 2 cups of cheese, and I'm going to put in about 1. I'm going to save the rest for the top. Okay. That is looking good. Okay. Now we have some diced tomatoes drained. You don't have to add the whole can. Sometimes I just add a little bit because I really like the cheese and the cream mostly. And I'm gonna add my chicken. Oops, I missed one here. Let's see how that does. And I should have had a bigger pan because now I need to add my pasta. It'll be okay. It's my mess, I'll clean it. But before I put the pasta in, I think I'm just gonna give it a little taste test to see if it needs any sodium, any salt, and I'm gonna definitely put some pepper in. Wow, that's good. Doesn't need any salt. It's so good. Okay, I'm gonna add the pasta. Ooh, hot. Just gonna take my time and incorporate this. Be right back. So I'll have most of it in. I'm trying to see if I add any more. Will it be moist? I think so. I think I'm just gonna add a little bit. Here we go. Yeah, that's gluten-free pasta. It has a funny look to it, like the colors. But you know what? When you have nothing, when you can't have regular pasta, gluten-free pasta's great. So, it's not as good. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start making. I'm gonna see if I can do some sourdough, and then see if I can slowly have some gluten that way. But we'll see. I mean. We'll see. Okay, so I'm just going to transfer this. I think this actually might be too big, but to my 13 by 9 pan, and I sprayed it. Move everything over. Whoopsie, I'm so sorry. I sprayed it with olive oil spray. So let's see. Yeah, it should be okay. See if I can get you in. Best thing about this is leftovers. And this can also be meal prepped, and you can freeze it as well. Okay. whenever I'm doing the pasta and I put it in the oven, I always cook it a minute less than I would normally, just because it's going to cook a little bit in the oven. So I'm just going to put, I'm not going to cover it a lot with cheese because my husband, he's not a fan of cheese or chicken, so I'm just going to do a little. I'm not going to go crazy because there's already some cheese in there. Oopsie. Okay, so everything is cooked in here, and I'm just going to put it in the oven for about 15 minutes, and then I'm going to most likely put the broiler on for a minute or so just to get a little color on the top. We'll see how I feel. Just sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. So, okay, I'm going to put this in the oven for about 15 minutes. See you then. Okay, the 15 minutes is up, so I'm going to hit cancel. And this is what it looks like after 15 minutes. So it's bubbling, so it's definitely warmed through. And you can just eat it like that, but I'm just going to get a teeny bit of color on. So I'm going to hit the broil and for maybe a minute. I'll be back. Okay, so I'm going to take it out now. It really hasn't browned, but you know, I'm trying to avoid the whole crunchy pasta on top. So I'm just gonna let it go just a second or so. You know how when you have a casserole, the pasta gets crunchy? Yeah, I don't like that. Just try to make. All right, we're gonna take it out. Okay. Yeah, definitely could use a little bit more time in the oven. Let me see. What do you guys think? Yeah, definitely could use a little bit more time. All right, let me put it back in. Just a minute. Okay, it's looking better. But still I'm trying to avoid that crunchy pasta on top. Looking better. Let me see. Just a teeny bit more. Very slight, very slight. Very slight. I'm so hungry. Doing my little food dance. Okay, I think that's good. Okay, here we go. Yep, oh, it's hot. Ooh. Okay. So this is what it looks like. It's a little hard to see on camera, but you can see some brown spots up top. Excuse me. Yeah, you can see a little. And it's raining, so I don't want to put fresh parsley on my dish, so I'm just going to put a little bit of dry. But it would be so much better with fresh, but I'm not going to go out in the rain right now. And in case you guys are wondering, the key to putting on herbs and spices for look when you're done, you do it up high. This way it spreads out and it's easier to do, and it looks better. So you put your hand up high with the spices and let it like snow on there. Okay, so I'm just gonna let that sit there and cool off, and I will show you a piece when it cools. Can't wait. Okay. It's not even near ready. But I'm going to see if I can get it out. Let me move you over so you can see. Ooh. I'm going to get myself a little hot pad. Oh yeah, very hot still. I don't even know if I'll be able to get it out. I'm just going to take a teeny bit right here. Yeah. And the longer you let it sit, the firmer it gets. Okay, definitely not ready to come out of the pan. But I'm gonna try it. Yeah, definitely gonna have to wait another 15 minutes at least. Because it's not even coming out in one piece, so. But I'm just trying to do a taste test for you. For you and me, because I'm hungry. All right, here we go. I mean, look at all that. Oh, it's just delicious and cheesy. I mean, normally you might want to add a little bit more cheese inside and on top, but my husband doesn't like cheese, so I have to go easy on the cheese and the chicken. Okay, I'm gonna put it in my mouth. It's hot. This is the type of meal I love. This is the type of meal that, because you're an adult, you take it in a bowl or a big plate, this is a smaller plate, in front of the TV and watch Netflix on a Friday night. Or you can feed it to your family and friends and anybody who visits. That would be perfect. But this is definitely a Netflix night. And popcorn for dessert. I mean, I could love to have ice cream, but I can't have ice cream right now, so don't have any. My goodness. Excuse me. Excuse me. I am so happy you guys came along and came to visit me tonight. I hope you guys enjoy it. I will leave the link for the recipe. I changed a few things, but you know, any good dish, you want to change a few things. So thanks for stopping by. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. I'll see you next time. Thanks, friends. Bye. Have a great weekend.